Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get into our monthly sacred geometry reading. We're going to be using the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, and we might use the enchanted map and maybe this tarot. We're just going to see where we go. Um, this is for the collective. If you have landed on this page, then you are exactly where you need to be. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about today. I know no more than you know at this moment, but I do know that whatever comes through is what's supposed to come through for you and me and whomever else at this time. Look at that. We have the birth portal. This message wants to be heard, so let's read it. The number 2 becomes creation through the Vesica Pisces. It is the interpenetration of 2 circles or spheres representing 2 holes, and it becomes a birth portal. It is the birthing place where people and ideas join in mutual understanding and common ground. This sounds like twin energy to me. This card asks you to examine the interactions you have with loved ones, okay, and colleagues. Anyone that you are in a pairing with. This could also relate to you examining your relationship with the Creator, your higher power, examining the relationship with yourself, examining any mirroring situation that you have in your life, because we're talking about 2. And we also know that things have been created in contrast so that we can have a way to discover more about things that we normally wouldn't think about. We don't know joy except through pain. We don't know pain except through having experienced joy. Are you co-creating a synergistic expression of shared wisdom and respect? Are you seeing eye to eye? Are you mutually speaking your truth? Then choose the Vesica Pisces. Then choosing the Vesica Pisces confirms the wholeness of your relationships and honors the potential that comes into being as a result of respect and cooperation. So here's that sacred geometry there. If, on the other hand, the spheres of influences overlap in an off-center configuration, you will likely find yourself dissatisfied and looking elsewhere for completion. If this is the case, the question becomes whether it is possible to realign energies and bring a new sense of balance and cooperation. Take action to bring about this adjustment so that all of your relationships grow and birth into greater understanding. This can be speaking about being out of alignment in your relationships and it taking considerable effort on behalf of both parties to bring about a positive outcome. Sometimes this is possible, sometimes this is not possible. So let's see what else is going on here, because we are at a place here where you are needing to make a decision about something in your life that you have been co-creating your experience with. It could be your job. It could be a relationship. It could be a choice that you're making within yourself about what path do I want to go down? What path right now am I in, or what experience am I having that is creating conflicts for me in my life and not giving me ease? Where do I need to change direction in my life? It could be in a relationship. Where in your life are you needing to make an adjustment in order to achieve the desirable outcome, the positive outcome in this particular instance? So we have storm fields here. This energy is being reflected in society. It's been being reflected in all of us right now in terms of the shadowy energy that is around us. The shadow is what is always there lurking in the background that we see underneath the surface. It moves with us. It never disappears. It's always there. And the only way we can address that aspect of ourselves, the reflection of maybe the things that we don't want to take a look at, is to go into the storm fields. So for many of you, literally, and we have ride the wave underneath. So this is a time where you're going to have to be doing that work, okay? And you're going to have to be riding those waves. So you're going to be feeling some turbulence right now in your life, in your relationships with people. in the choices and decisions that you have to make as you come to terms with what has been brewing beneath the surface is what we're talking about here. So think about it. Where in your life is there conflict with what you know you need to feel or what you know you need to be? Where in your life is the relationship that you are having with someone else become a battleground or become very stormy, feeling more like a tsunami or a hurricane rather than a placid lake or something that flows like a river downstream? What is it in your life right now that you feel like you're riding a wave? And waves can feel turbulent, right? And they continue with that turbulence until they wash ashore. You get to rest, things ebb and flow, they ebb and flow. But a wave is a little more turbulent. So what we're dealing with here are aspects of ourself that we are being confronted with, sometimes through relationship, sometimes through a level of self-examination, sometimes through some other experience that we're facing off with in our life that's trying to show us something, that's trying to say, you know what? There's something happening here. There's something brewing here. And if you don't shift or you don't change direction, the likelihood that things are going to get any better becomes less and less. In order for you to get those positive outcomes that you want, and we have a lot of cards that fell out, and I'm going to talk about all of them, okay? And I'm going to talk about them briefly, all right? Because we have this card here on top. You're working against the grain. You're resisting something that's trying to change, shift, or up level you in your life. You're carrying a burden. When you're in this space here, and for a lot of you all, this includes something that goes back to your childhood. Maybe it's being accepted, or it includes something that's been kind of cyclical in your life. Since we're sticking with this idea of relationship, it's something that gives you a sense of acceptance and gratification because of its familiarity. And because of its familiarity, it's been trying you because you haven't been willing to let it go. And you actually are having a tower moment, which means something's trying to come down. That foundation can't serve you anymore. The direction that you're going in is no longer the direction that is going to be profitable for you, is going to be fruitful for you, is going to be reciprocal for you, is going to be up leveling for you, and you're in resistance. You're going against the grain. For many of you, this involves, like I said, a relationship with someone that you love and care about, something that you may be no longer able to celebrate, something that maybe you thought was going to go to a higher level, with this 10 of Pentacles here and the 2 of Cups. So in short, we are literally talking about a re-examination of what it means for you to be happy and to have peace in your life, a re-examination of what it is you have to do in your life to shift away from things and move away from a level of comfort and familiarity into a place of mystery and perhaps unknown territory in order to get that thing that brings harmony into your life. In order to have this, if the job that you are working with is not giving you harmony and balance, if the friendship that you are pursuing with someone does not give you peace, if that relationship is not working, if you are running from yourself and the relationship with self needs work, or if you have yet to come into union with your higher self, or to get to have a relationship with God and to get to know God in your life personally, not as someone has given God to you, then this reading is for you. Storms are brewing. Tests and challenges will continue to come until and unless you put your burden down and you stop resisting the way that life is trying to go. And yes, things do fall apart and things will feel stormy, because it's time for you to go through another initiation. So whenever it's time for us to grow, things become increasingly uncomfortable or discomforting. Things become a lot more difficult. We feel as though we're going against the grain. Everything becomes difficult. It's hard to go into the job every day. You don't want to get up. You're not satisfied with the tenor or the tone or the energy within your home. There's something that's happening that's got you feeling uneasy. For many of us, it's what's happening outside in the world. However, what it is important that you understand is that every experience is a mirror for us. Every experience is a mirror for us, and the internal world is what determines how we're managing what's happening in the outer world, which lets you know that regardless of what's happening around you, what you're experiencing is what's on the inside of you. That determines how you are living in the world, how you are processing things in the world, how you are getting along. Your pentacles, your emotional fulfillment, your things that allow you to feel prosperous and successful and rooted in society through relationship, through quality loving commitments that you may have, through being in a place that allows you to feel anchored and appreciated, where there's mutual reciprocity, where you get back what you put in. Those things will only come when you're ready to do the work. So that is what this reading is about. Not being afraid to leave those things that are familiar to you and to ride this wave, okay? Ride this wave. Deal with that relationship issue. Figure out what it is you need to have happen in order to manifest a level of alignment or reciprocity, or where you feel as though you're not pouring water into a bucket that has a hole into it, and you're not investing into something and not getting a return. It is important wherever you decide to invest your time, your effort, your energy, all of you, that you feel as though that thing is aligned with what it is you want from life, and that you're moving in the same direction, and that there's reward there, that you can be your authentic self, that you can strive and work hard for that and feel as though you're getting a return, that there is literally the type of mirroring that allows you to grow, and not the level of mirroring that actually causes you to break down and to self-destruct. So the message today being, take a look at the relationship that is creating the greatest amount of dis-ease in your life right now. All right? Take a look at that pairing and determine for yourself, what adjustments do I need to make? Remember, you want to be in a union, regardless of what kind of union it is, whether it is a situation that you go into every day for work, whether it is a business partnership, whether it is your lover, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whether it is a marriage, whether it is a relationship with a child that you have, or a sibling, or a colleague. Whatever is going on, you have to decide, is that relationship fruitful for you at this point in your life? And is it delivering the nurturing and cultivating those higher aspects within you, or is it actually breaking you down and holding you back? And if you cannot arrive at this on your own, and you have faced that situation and you have dialogued and you can't come to a consensus, then it means you have to weather this storm, which means you have to go through that storm, which means you cannot continue to carry this burden. You must let it go, and you must have confidence that you will manifest these other pairings and these fruitful reciprocal relationships in your life that you actually need in order to affirm who you are and what you came here to do. Hopefully this sacred geometry reading resonated with you. Please leave comments in the comment section, and I'll see you next month for the next one. Have a beautiful rest of your December. Get your going within on, get your spiritual hibernation on, get your retreat on, get your rest and relaxation on, get your reflection on. Make sure you go within this month and take advantage of the opportunity to attune yourself to a higher vibration. If you have not purchased my book, Manifesting Your Masterpiece, you can get it on Amazon. You can also get it on Barnes and Noble. I'm Tanisha Ali, helping you to gain clarity, helping you to up-level your mindset, to get really clear on some things that help bring emotional and energetic ease to your life so that you can manifest the glory of God that is with you. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment, love, and share these videos. It definitely helps with the algorithms. Again, for thousands of you who have purchased this book, I love you much and I appreciate you. Don't forget to leave your comments. Have a beautiful, 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 wonderful, prosperous, peaceful, and productive day.